Welcome to another StitchFix unboxing! Hooray! So, I haven't taken any peeks yet, but this one is our main subscription. And so we have our return bag with the label hid, all of our info sheets, which we'll look at last, and a little card telling us to get a gift card. But if you would like $25 credit from me, the link for that is down below. I always say so at the end of my video, but a lot of people watch me talk to the end, which is okay, because I talk a lot. So, let's see our half and half. That's looking pretty good. I see lots of beautiful greens. And after things are right around the same level, for pretty much the same profile, though I did mention that I would like more activewear because I really liked some. And unfortunately, as cute as the shape of this one is, it is in a camo print, which I do not personally dig, though I know that a lot of people would rather like them. But it is a Nike. It's got a really neat mesh interior. And so it looks like it'd be like, what's the word I'm thinking? Almost durable, sturdy feeling. It's very, very thick. So this is the medium support. Doesn't really say anything else about it. So it does have removable cups. It's got a nice thick band. So I'll give it a try, but I don't do camo. All right, we got a big sweater. Whoa, it's a cardigan. All right, big floppy cardigan, and this one is got a gray heather inside the taupe. So, of course, I do love cardigans. I wear a lot of cardigans. I now own so many cardigans thanks to StitchFix. All right, and this is an interesting one. This one is by Under Armour, and is the Lily Whisper Light Fold Over Performance Shirt. I don't even know if I know how to put this on. It's got like that's why it's a fold over. It's not actually sewn there. It's really interesting folds. So I think that'll be kind of cool to put on. Ooh, a green skirt with really cool detailing. Ooh, can we check that out? Yeah. That's gorgeous. Adrian textured scallop hem knit skirt in dark green. I love it. I hope it looks good on me. That is beautiful. It's got nice wide pockets. It's very similar to that other scallop mini that we had. It is a skies are blue, but it's a little bit longer and it's a lot more flowy. It doesn't have quite the thickness that the other one had, but in the perfect color, and I like the length a bit better. Ooh, and dark green leggings. So these ones are good human. Ooh, they are cropped. I don't wear a lot of cropped leggings. We can't ride the bike. It's collapsed right now. And it's got a cute like ruche detail. I know my lighting is so messed up. I have lights on. I have all of the blinds open. It's been so gray here for days. It's been just storming and gray. So it's finally stopped storming. But yes, green leggings. So absolutely my aesthetic. The Brooke tinted ruched detail legging. That's cool. So the heathering on it is actually a print. It's not like a mesh of different fabrics. So I think I'm gonna start putting this stuff on my body. Okay? I convinced the baby that she has to put clothing on if she's gonna be in the video. This one is a little bit different in that it is in a large rather than a number size, but it does have a little bit more side to side room, and it is a bit longer. I don't think I like some parts of it quite as much, that it doesn't quite have the same suction you in feeling, but I think going smaller would be the wrong idea. It does feel really neat that this texture is like inside the pockets. It's actually fully raised in here, which is super neat. but it does kind of bunch up a little bit more. But I love the actual color. And I'm gonna look at my wardrobe because I feel like it would fit in pretty nicely. It's a little bit of a different green than I usually wear, but I absolutely love, because I love wearing green. So next I'm gonna grab the cardigan. Ooh, and it's so nice and long. Oh, y'all know I love a long cardigan. And look at that, just like barely peek the little scalloped edge. And no closure, but part of me wants to put like a cute brooch on it or something, but no, I would leave it open. So cute. And I like that I have 2 sets of pockets now. And I don't know exactly what shirt I would wear. One of the blouses, most likely, probably a button-up, because button-ups are a nice go-to. And it's very stretchy and very, very warm. So I dig this one. I think it's a good choice. All right, so here we have our cute green leggings. I love the way that they feel. They've got the almost brushed, but still like kind of silky fabric. I like the way that they fit on my butt. There's no gapping issues in the back. Pardon the squat. They are a little sheer because I'm wearing nude undies and I would prefer something to be squat proof. They are nice and high, but there is nothing to do a stay up. There's not a hidden elastic or a band or anything, so I feel like that's probably going to keep falling. It keeps kind of falling over my wrinkle. So if you are firmer in the belly, you might have less issues with that, but it wants to go under my wrinkles. And I thought that they were going to be capri length, but they are in fact all the way down to my ankles. So this is also the top. It is interesting. So I'll bring y'all close up. So it is pretty flowy. It's pretty tight onto the arms and the neckline. It's kind of unique. It's rather, well, really unique, because it just feels like a lot of extra fabric out here. And it's not particularly flattering to my bodice shape, as it kind of just flings offwards. So I think the top is a no for me. But material wise, it's interesting because you would expect there to be stretch, and there is not much stretch at all. As soon as you stretch it at all, it kind of stops right there and becomes sheer. So not my thing. So this one, I kept having the same feeling, so I wanted to not fix it again before I showed y'all. The band rolls, folds right in half underneath my breasts, which is just a little odd feeling, but it does fit very comfortably otherwise. Like, there's the little bit of uniboob going on, but nothing crazy. I do kind of overflow out the sides, but I feel like that's purposeful. The way that this neck is cut, it just kind of makes that shape. So I don't know if you're supposed to pull this down, because it does get a little pinchy if you pull it all the way down, but it likes to slide and move a little bit. But it's pretty comfy on the back, lays pretty flat. I will also say that as I'm wearing these leggings, they are getting a little itchy inside, but I think it would be less noticeable if I was actively working out, but it's kind of really going to depend on the cost, what I think of them. So let's go break down some dollars. Okay, and let's do a quick check, because they are held pretty firmly in here, even with the weird folding. So not a ton of bounce, not bad. So I agree that it is a solid medium support. Doesn't feel like much of anything when I'm kind of slowly moving. I think it would be awesome for yoga unless you had issues with this band rolling, but I think it's my belly pushing it up. So I think otherwise, if you were more, you really lose that issue a lot. So yoga or weightlifting, maybe even climbing, because there's a really good range of motion in it. It's nice. Running, I think, might get weird, but because it is so thick, it is definitely very sweat wicking. So I'm going to take it off before I get it disgusting. All right, so first up is the Nike Hope Camo Performance Bra in black. This one is in a size medium, and it was $40. I'm really tickled. We just came out with a Hope bra ourselves, and I was super duper excited because we named it after another YouTuber. Well, a actually bigger, popular YouTuber. And she totally was like, oh, that's exciting, and ordered one, which I thought was really exciting. So I'm not a fan of camo prints. I know that a lot of people dig them, but it's just not my thing. I think I've gone on this rant already. So next up is the Under Armour Lily Whisper Light Fold Over the strange top with the folding. Color black, size medium, and it was $35, which I think is good for Under Armour, right? It is part of the Heat Gear collection, so it is supposed to be pretty wicking and comfortable. But I didn't really like that it like came off of my belly instead of was able to be like fall straight down like short style. I think it's just too short, basically. Good. All right. Next is the Letty and Me ribbed double front pocket cardigan. And part of me is like, no, we don't need another cardigan. Part of me is like, it was so warm though, and such a lovely length. Maybe we do. And beige, medium, $46. So as I am learning that that's pretty normal for StitchFix, and really most of the time the quality has been reflected in the price, so I'm having less of a sticker shock moment to at least some of these things. And one of my cardigans, when one of my cardigans did start kind of breaking apart and fraying weird, Chad has a hammer, little wooden mallet. So when I did have issues with one of my cardigans, it started like fraying and getting fuzzy and weird. I reached out to them, and they actually sent me a new one free of charge. They were just like, oh, yeah, you can feel free to recycle it or donate it, whatever you want to do. So I ended up bringing it to the fabric donation place. So yeah, it worked out really nicely, and the new one is working really nice. All right, so here is the Good Human Brooke printed ruched detail leggings. And they are in teal green in a size large, and they are $68. So she did say that these ones are over my price point, which is, it is kind of true. It's a little bit more than I usually like, but it's got a nice gusset. It's got some nice flat seams. I hear that you're building sets. I don't know. I think that they looked good on my back. I liked them on my butt. I liked them on my legs. I think the ruche was a little weird on my lower legs because it was so baggy. But that does tend to happen with my size because my belly is so big that sometimes my legs aren't thick enough. They're out of proportion. There we go. And final, the skies are blue. Adrian textured scalloped hem skirt in dark green in size large is $48. And this one I was the most excited for, and it was a little bit let down because I was so excited, because it didn't quite fit the same as the other one, and I'm a little torn if I want to. I don't think I want to size down because the medium was a little pulley tight, but the large is a little bit wrinkly loose, so it kind of puts me in a tough spot. So I'm going to think on it and think if I'm going to keep it or not. So then, our grand total is $237 even. So the buy it all discount, of which you buy 5 of them and you get 25% off, is $59.25, with the order subtotal then being $177.75, which I gotta say, it's one of the more budget-friendly options that we've seen in a while. I mean, it's not $300, which is great. But I think for a skirt, a pair of pants, a shirt, a bra, and a cardigan, it is a pretty good deal, I think. So, sorry, she handed this to me so we can turn into princesses. That's all I have for y'all. Have a beautiful day and happy holidays if I don't see you before then, okay? I love you so much.